Hey, Grant Cardone here, and as you might know, maybe you don't know, I got 5 companies that I started from scratch now. We're going to do about $100 million this year in sales. And I bring that to you and I tell that to you because I started with nothing. I started from scratch. These are 5 companies, all in different spaces, and they have one thing in common: the dirty, ugly word, maybe not to you, but to a lot of people, sales. Sales is another word for revenue. It's how to grow a business. It's why businesses fail or make it. And the reason I'm talking to you about that is I am going to spend 3 days with you in July. My team and I have put together a sales intensive boot camp that I want you to show up at. My last event, there was 2,500 people in one room and another 6,000 or 7,000 people online. This is going to be very different because it's going to be a very intimate, small group of about 100 people, sales professionals, sales managers, sales trainers. If you're the VP of an organization or you manage a division, this is the perfect opportunity for you to spend some time with me. At lunch each day I'll be in, I'll keynote this event, I'll turn it over to my people. They're going to work with you, I'm going to work with you on how to build your sales team, how to grow your sales team, how to hire the right people, how to find the right people, how to train those people, how to take average performers to the next level. You're going to get a chance to see what we do in our organization, how we've built it, how we've grown it from a company that's doing a couple $100,000 a year to $100 million a year across different divisions. So I look forward to you being at the Sales Boot Camp. Again, I'm going to be doing lunch with you both days. I'm going to keynote the event. I live literally 1 mile from a 5-star resort that we're holding it at. I'll be popping in and out the whole time because that's what I do, okay? Look forward to seeing you at the Sales Boot Camp.
Guys, welcome to the Wednesday Cardone University Grant Cardone Mastermind. Listen, we come to you live every single Wednesday to help you guys out. So everybody coming together, we got a bunch of salespeople, business owners. We've got people who are looking to grow their business on this call right now. So thank you for being here. My name's Steve Spray, and listen, we come to you live every Wednesday from the 305 to help you guys out with your sales. And so, guys, thanks for joining in this week. What we're going to cover on this show this week is we're going to be talking about internet lead response. We're going to be talking about how to handle your internet leads, how to be successful with your communication through internet, how you should be handling the incoming leads, and how to get more deals from the ones who are hitting the website. So what I'm going to do today, guys, I'm going to show you inside Cardone University exactly where to find that information. Okay, so Grant already put this material inside the program. Okay, you just got to go in there, duplicate exactly what he's talking about. And so for you, you'll be able to translate this inside your business. Okay, so guys, if you want to call in, we're looking for any type of challenge or problem or anything that we can help you out with. And that number to call in, it's the same one every single week. Okay, it's 305-865-8668. That is the number. So 305-865-8668. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what problems you're having, what objections you're getting. I want to find out, hey, listen, okay, how can I help you increase your sales? And so that's what Cardone University is about. That's what we're going to help you out with. So we've already got callers calling in. I'm going to dive into just some of the things that we're going to be able to help you with on those internet leads. But since I already had one caller excited to call in, I'm going to go ahead and take that before we jump in.
All right, we got JJ Simmons in New Orleans.
Okay, good. JJ, what's happening?
What's going on? This is JJ Simmons. What it do?
Oh, you do, man. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you calling in. How's everything going for you?
Man, I'm wonderful. I'm the guy that was there Monday with the pink jacket, my brother.
Oh, dude, that jacket was tight, bro. That thing was. Whew.
Hey, look, I went followed you on Instagram that same day, bro. I saw how you was twirling on that pole, bro. I didn't know you was that fit.
Well, man, you got to keep it tight down here in South Beach.
Man,
Okay.
I saw that. But so we talking about leads today on the internet, right?
That's right, man. That's right. Have you been so on Cardone University? Have you been inside the internet lead response part of the program?
I have not, but I have been in Cardone University though.
Okay, good. So I'm glad. That's what we're going to talk about. What problems or what things do you see with your internet leads right now?
Right now, I have a lot of people that like all my videos. They like everything I got going on, but I'm trying to find a way to get them out of their house and bring them to my event. I'm trying to convert likes into cash, basically. How do I do that?
Okay, good. So what type of business do you have?
I have a TV show, and I do my own entrepreneurship conferences every 3 months.
Oh, yeah, I love that. And so, like, what product are you trying to sell them? So they're hitting your website, they like your stuff. What product are you actually selling them?
Basically, my teachings on entrepreneurship. I have a lesson that's called From Passion to Profit, and I've been selling that. I've been pumping that real heavy on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Dude, I love that. I love that. Okay, good. So here's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to have John show my computer right now, so that way you guys can find out. So inside Cardone University, I'll walk you back through. What you'll want to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom, guys. And you'll want to look. So everything I'm getting ready to discuss is you're going to find it right here on the internet response. Now, there's going to be a lot of value that you're going to find inside internet response right here that's not just about internet leads coming in. So if you're thinking with, well, man, I don't have a website where people are hitting for leads. Look, this gentleman right here is calling in and he's asking, hey, man, I'm talking about people on my social media. I'm talking about people who come by and like my material. Man, how do I communicate with them? Well, this internet lead response is exactly that. So this is going to help all of you in all these areas. And this is going to help him out right there. So what I want you to know is that, look, on the first section of this, the internet lead response, the reason why you've got to go through this part right here is because Grant's going to actually teach you about the digital customer. He's going to teach you about how to understand that person who shops online, because look, a person who shops online is a little bit different buyer than the guy who's coming in to the brick and mortar spot, right? So what happens is that, look, the way that you want to get into communication with these guys, and thanks a lot for that call, man. I'm going to handle his question right through here. So what you want to do is you want to understand this customer right up front. That's why these courses right here were set up. And then the next step that you guys want to do. So guys, if you're doing 6 training segments every single day, like you should, 6 segments every single day, you'll knock out this first category right here with internet lead response. And then you need to go into the mistakes right here. So the mistakes is actually going to cover some of the things that I think maybe he's already tried and ways to get into communication. Okay, let me let you know that, look, one of the biggest mistakes, and let's just start with number 1, is a slow response time. Okay, so let's actually go back to this and let's just talk about, let's just use that first mistake, slow response time. I got people who hit my website. Okay, I post something. I'm like, hey, thanks for joining the show today. Here's what we did on today's show. Okay, like if you were able to view the show. So this is the gentleman there who said, hey, look, I did a show. I did a show that actually people wanted. They went to my Instagram. They clicked on my Facebook. They liked it. They loved it. Blah blah blah. Okay, how do I actually turn those into deals? Well, everything you're going to find out is right inside here. So you want to respond to those people. Okay, the second mistake that you're actually going to find, I think, in this particular situation, and John, I want you to show my screen. It's going to be mistake number 5 down here, actually. Okay, it's the one where you forget that they still need to be sold. You forgot they need. Okay, so mistake number 5 says, hey, look, you forgot they still need to be sold. And so what happens is that you guys want to go in here and you want to understand that, look, these people on your websites, on your Instagram, on your social media, they like what you're doing, but you forgot that they're not closed yet. They still need to be sold. So this is where the program ties back into sales process. So the internet leads are going to help you out. You've got to understand them and be able to see a deal that comes through your social media. This could come through Instagram. You can see somebody on Facebook, and how to actually get into communication with those people. Now, there's a couple different spots inside the program that are actually going to teach you these. So what you're going to learn is hey, look, a lot of this content is right inside the program, the sales process. So once I understand the internet lead customer, once I understand all the parts about how many times that I need to get back in touch with them just to get them on the phone, just to get them to respond to me, just what would they respond to? Grant goes over all of that inside the internet lead response, okay, which is perfect because you need to know what to say. You need to know what hooks to have to drop a big claim, to get somebody's interest so that way they can come back and say, hey, yeah, no, I'm interested. I seen that. I liked it. Tell me more about that, right? So what you want to be able to do, that's a cold call. that is a cold call. So the material that you want to set and drop a big hook on that is going to be right inside the Master the Cold Call right here. So John, I'll just drop this in. So guys, this is where Cardone University, this is why you've got to have all of it. Okay, this is what we're going to be discussing at this 3-day boot camp Grant's going to have down here in Miami next month. Man, how to get all this to work for you. So when you go inside Master the Cold Call, okay, you're going to take everything you just learned from the internet lead response, learn how to get back in touch with them, learn how to open up the communication with this customer, and then, but what do you do from there? You put something out, you put a communication out to your social media feeds. Okay, that was the first line of communication. The second one was them liking it, responding, hey, love this, love that. Now, hey, look, I need to be able to drop a big claim and be able to fact find so I can close somebody. Okay, now let's go back and let's go back and what we talk about every single week. We talk about this. On the cold call, the first sale is on time. So if I got a guy on social media dropping a big claim, fact finding, hey man, what'd you like about the show? Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you liking and sharing. I love all my followers who do that. What'd you like best about it? Man, I like the fact that you did this. Really? That's excellent that you do that, because I actually teach a course, a 3-day course that I think you would really benefit from. Have you ever done a 3-day course on that one particular topic? I'm doing all this via email. Now, Grant, or via social media, right, on the inbox. So for those of you just spamming people's inbox and you're like, dude, hey, this doesn't work. I mean, I'm probably tell you that, hey, I don't know, for a lot of people, me particularly, it doesn't work. I never respond to those. But what I do get responses back from are actual communications where I'm asking somebody a question, I'm getting a response, and then I'm setting a hook. And then I'm doing what Grant talks about inside Master the Cold Call, which is, hey, the first sale is always on time. I need to sell them on, hey, give me a couple minutes just to show you how I can help you out. I mean, if you like that show that I did online, if you like the Instagram post, man, wait till you see my 3-day course that I actually do. Man, I want to show that to you. So thanks a lot for calling in, man. If you guys want to call in and drop another question like that, that was excellent. The number is 305-865-8668. Let's go to caller number 2.
All right, I got Mo in Virginia.
Mo in Virginia. Mo, what's happening? Mo had to go. Okay, so Mo's not.
Mike in North Carolina.
Okay, we got Mike in North Carolina.
Okay, no more Mike.
Dude, Mike left with Mo. Okay, where they going? Okay, good. So guys, listen, this is why the whole program ties in. If you want to call in, if you got a challenge like that, if you're trying to figure out, hey, how do I use Cardone University and all the information I'm learning there, and how do I apply it with what I'm doing today? Let me know, okay? Because it's all inside the system. You got to know how to work it together, okay? You're always going to be a salesperson, right? So what I want you to go through is this. Let's go back to, John, let's show the internet lead response right here. And let me show you why this works all around, right? So like when you get to the mistakes, by the time you get to the mistakes here, Grant talks about, hey, look, what would be a quick response time? Why do I need to have that? How do I need to get back in front of them? What's going to get the best hook on the first initial response? Okay, this could come from a lead site. Maybe you've got a lead capture site, right? So what he's going to talk about is what you need to do on the follow-up, okay? And then he's going to talk about a lot of the problems that you may be doing. Grant did a big study on this. He was going through and he was actually looking at a lot of clients that we were working with already who actually hired us to come in, and he said, hey, look, man, let me know what's happening with my internet lead response and why we're not getting these leads and why we're not converting them. And then he dives all the way deep into really how to get research on somebody. So for those of you in the B2B space, dude, right here is going to be exactly what you want. So like for me, I use social media to my advantage so that way I can help dig in and actually find things about people. And you guys ever get hit up by a lead on the website that actually comes from a gatekeeper, some person who is they're actually vetting out your system for somebody else, okay? There could be up to 7 decision makers in one company depending on the size of the company. Okay, you could have a wife vetting something out for a husband vetting something out for a wife. You could have an assistant or even a sales manager vetting something out for a CEO. there may be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different decision makers in that company. If they've got over 100 employees, there's probably a minimum of 5. And so Grant actually covers what you need to do inside there. So guys, if you have questions about this or any challenges, what we do here every Wednesday is we handle those problems for you. So if you want to call in, the number again, 305-865-8668. That's the number. And guys, if you also want to leave comments down at the bottom, we still taking comments down there? I know we definitely were. So that's opened up. If you guys want to drop questions in there, look, we want to help you out. So let's go back to some basics of the program. I mean, if you're brand new to this Wednesday show, this is the Mastermind. This is where we bring all of our clients together. And some of the best practices on this program, 6 segments every single day. You want to use this to your advantage every single day. For me, I do it every single morning. I wake up in the morning, I pull it up on my phone. It's just a lot easier for me to do that, right? I like using my phone. For some people, they're not a phone learner. You know, they like to learn through their computer, which is perfect for you to be able to hop on here, get Grant training every single day before you move into the marketplace. Okay, I talk to some business owners all the time. They're like, man, I've been in business 20 years. I never thought about, I never thought about training every single day. We always did it once a week or twice a month. Okay, and what this is going to do for you is allow you to train every single day. You do something every single day. Okay, you do that every single day, you're going to be able to watch your statistics just rise. You're going to see your income going up. Now, what I want to talk about is this. Next month, okay, July 21st, 22nd, 23rd, we're doing a boot camp down here in Miami. Grant Cardone's going to be there running this. Okay, Victor Antonio. This is going to be for all salespeople, managers, business owners. Okay, we're going to cover, if you go to the website too, at grantcardonebootcamp.com, if you go there, you're going to see that, look, we're going to be talking about how to fill a pipeline with endless supply of qualified prospects. How do you build a pipeline and work it? Okay, how can I find and then train a team of top performing salespeople? This is really one of the biggest things, recruiting. This is what you want to know. Okay, how can I predict monthly sales or income? This was huge for me to really understand. Grant taught me how to do this. This is how I've been able to continue to drive my income every single month, month over month over month over month. Okay, my incomes went up every single year for the past 4 years. Okay, so these are the things that you're going to learn. You're also going to learn how to engage and sell whale prospects. When it says whale prospects, we're talking about big deals, big opportunities. Okay, everybody's looking for a deal that'd be worth probably the same amount as all the other deals. We're going to talk about that here. Okay, how can I maintain a consistent month over month sales and income growth? Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about. So if you're a salesperson, if you're a business owner, if you're a manager, okay, if you want to come to the 3-day event, okay, click the link down here. That way we can get you guys set up to come down here. Here's why. The first 50 people, okay, to join up on this event, we're going to take care of their hotel. It's going to be included. Okay, I think it was $800 value for the hotel. So if you guys want to buy your own hotel, that's cool, but we're going to pay for it if you're in the top 50, which is a no problem. Yeah, nice spot. They were just down there. I seen pictures of it. It was awesome. Good. So we've got a couple callers calling in. I want to go ahead and answer their questions.
All right. I got Pauline in New Jersey.
I got Pauline? Pauline.
Okay. I got Jeremy.
I got Jeremy?
Washington.
Yeah, Jeremy in Washington. Hey, Jeremy, what's happening?
Not much. How's it going?
Man, it's going unbelievable. Hey, are you coming down here to the event next month in Miami? 3-day event, boot camp with Grant Cardone.
I would love to.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. What's taking you so long?
Too busy doing my real estate stuff.
Okay, I love that, man. Hey, what can I help you out with this week?
Well, I want to know everything you know about real estate. So I don't think you can fit it into this phone call. So I'm looking for the 1 or 2 quick tips.
The magic bullet.
You bet.
Did you want me to drop the magic bullet on the Wednesday Mastermind for everybody?
You bet.
The
for
one magic bullet. Okay, dude, I did real estate sales. Are you an agent or an investor?
Not. I'm just an investor.
Okay, so what have you invested in currently?
Well, I'm transitioning out of the small stuff, and I'm looking to go big.
Okay, so what do you mean by that?
I've been doing single-family home rentals. I've been doing duplex rentals. I've been doing fix and flip, and looking and going to larger multifamily.
Okay.
So what I'm working on is I'm building a network base. I'm focusing on a couple of new markets and starting to talk to agents and brokers, property management companies, just trying to build those networks and just trying to hustle to get prepared for the next opportunity.
Dude, I love that, man. I love that. So let me ask you this, man. What's the hardest part about what you're doing right now?
Finding the time to do it all.
Okay. What's occupying your time right now?
Wife and 3 kids.
I love that, man. So you spending 24 hours a day with your wife and 3 kids, or what's that look like for you right now?
No. I got the regular 40-hour job that obviously taking up time, about a 45-minute commute, and then 2-3 hours in the evening with the wife and kids. And
yeah, good. So what you're telling me, okay, good. So you've already been doing this fix and flip, family home. So you're looking to transition into that full time, right?
I would like 2 separate deals is what I'd like to do. I'd like to continue to fix and flip. It's more just project management at this point. We got a good group of contractors. We got some investors. We got
good. So
me just moving that along, and then I want to transition into real investing and go into the multifamily.
Yeah, I love that, bro. Yeah, I did some of that myself last year. Okay, gonna do a lot more of it this year. Okay, what I would tell you is do this. Number 1, you've got to be able to get to a position where you can get rid of the one job that you want, man, because if you don't go all in on your deal, you'll never be as successful with it as you want to, right? So with the real estate thing, if I were you, dude, I'd go all in. So here's what I want to bring up about Cardone University with this gentleman's question right here. Inside the first step of selling basics, there's a whole program in here, and this goes for every single person on this call. The most important sale, okay? You've got to be sold that, hey, look, man, dude, real estate is my deal. This is what I want to do. See, this guy's still in a sales job. He wants to go into an investing job, but he doesn't understand that, hey, dude, this is still a sales job, right? So, dude, you need to flip over and just run into it as full speed. That's what I would do. Okay, so what I would do, man, is I would actually, go all in. And the reason why I brought this up is because, I get a lot of people who are like, hey, listen, man, I'm doing really good on the sales thing. I want to transition over to the investing side. Look, what I would do, if you want to get there to where this gentleman did, I did this. Let me show you why Cardone University helps you out with this. So if you go to Cardone University, okay, when you're inside the platform, the one thing that I look at every single month, so I'm driving my stats up every single month, but you want to build wealth, like this guy's like, hey, look, man, I've done some stuff. What I want to do is I want to make a big play right now. Okay, let me show you where Cardone University actually covers this. Okay, so John, show my computer right now. If you scroll down to the bottom, so this is for a salesperson. This is why this program is so important. This is why I told you earlier, hey, look, everything in the program is designed to come together. You need to be motivated, okay, to even get up and out of bed and to be able to get in the deal every single day. You got to know sales. You got to know how to close deals, because if you don't increase your income, then guess what? You never are able to take what you know and increase sales to take more money to be able to put it into wealth creation, which is this program right here, personal finances. So I personally watch this every single month. Okay, I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Okay, when I go inside the personal finances piece right here, this, guys, is what Grant created right here for you to be able to build up blocks of money. It's the basic building blocks of money, right? So this is what I want you guys to take away. These are the steps. These are the strategies. So I don't care where you're at, okay? If you think that wealth creation is not for you, then train on this part of the program so that way you can find out that, dude, this part was designed to teach anybody at any level. Okay, by the time I got to this, I was coming out of like a mid-level, and then this lit me on fire because now I started understanding how to actually take what I was already doing and how to start creating wealth with it. Now, dude, I'm doing a lot better with what I'm doing with like investments. Now I'm actually to a place where I got, the gentleman, the last guy who called in is like, hey, look, man, I'm where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to make some big plays. So if you guys want to use Cardone University to help you do that, it's in there. Go ahead and check it out. So like for me, personal finances, that's something I check out every single month. That's why you got to have that. So guys, listen, if you want to call in right now, the telephone number is 305-865-8668. Call in. Let me know what problems, challenges you're having, and we'll get them answered for you. So just to recap on this week's call, what I want to talk about right now. Number one, guys, listen, the event that we're doing down here next month, July 21st, 22nd, 23rd with Grant Cardone, okay, with sales mastery expert Victor Antonio. Okay, these two are going to come together to teach a 3-day course on business mastery, okay, sales, how to build out a pipeline so that way you're always working deals. If you want to increase your income, look, you need the additional deals. You need the additional opportunities. How do you actually work that? Okay, so we're actually limiting the deal to only 100 people. That's how intimate this event is going to be. Okay, you're going to be able to get your opportunity to have one-on-one time. I'm going to be there. Okay, we're going to have other executives from my office there helping you guys out. Okay, so who do we got on the lines right now?
I got Ed and Marilyn.
I got Ed and Marilyn. Ed, what's happening?
Hey, I just got a question. Is this on the show or is this? I just saw the number that was on the.
You were on the show, sir.
On the show.
Yeah. 80,000 people are listening in right now.
Okay. I have a question. I own a landscape company. It's my first year.
Okay.
I need 150,000. Well, 150,000 so far. Where do you think I should reinvest the money in? Buying other businesses or advertising?
So you're asking what you should do with your additional money?
Yeah, the extra money that comes in, should I reinvest in advertising?
Yeah. So here's what I would look at, bro. Here's what I would look at is that how much additional money do you have after 150 grand? I mean, after taxes on that. I mean, what do you got? 80 grand out of the year after you, I mean, what you may save 20 grand out of that a year, 30 grand? Or you've got 150 grand piled up right now. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't have a.
How much money do you have right now? If I told you, hey, look, man, I got a deal right now. Okay, how much money you got? What is that number?
50,000.
Okay, good. So you got 50 grand. Now, here's what you could do. You could go buy a business for 50 grand. I don't know what business you want to buy for 50 grand. There's not a business I want to buy for 50 grand. What I know I could do for sure is I could take that 50 and I could pump it into something that starts driving some leads, okay? Like you could invest with our guy Robert here on GrantCardoneTV.com, okay? He can actually build out ads to drive traffic to your website. You've already got Cardone University, so you know how to handle the internet leads, okay? So that way you can take your income from 150 a year to 350 a year to over 500 grand a year. Now, once you start making that type of money, dude, now you've got some money to play with where, you know what, hey, I might buy a business because like, you know, I don't know what kind of business you're going to buy at 50 grand that's going to yield you a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's when Grant talks about, dude, you need to increase sales. That's what you need to do. So in your case, man, I've known people who had an excess of money. I'm talking about, you know, an additional 25, 50 grand where they said, hey, dude, let's drop that on a good ad or something that was going to make me another 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely do that. But what I would do is this. I'd figure out, okay, well, man, what am I going to do with the money? Where's it going to go? Am I going to be branding myself? Okay, like the people who invest with us here, they invest with our company, GrantCardoneTV.com. That way we're running their ads and getting them out there to our audience. Now, what that does is it brands them for an entire year to an audience of millions of people. And what that does is it gets their name out there all the time. Now, all of a sudden, they've got people searching for their company or them or trying to go find out, dude, who's the expert in that space? Who's this guy? Man, hey, he's teamed up with Grant Cardone's team, right? And so that 50,000, you can now multiply and turn into maybe an extra 500 grand this year. That's probably what you should do. What I would also pay attention to is, okay, well, when those leads come in, because all of our companies who do that, they've invested in Cardone University and they know how to handle the traffic. They know how to handle and close the leads that come in because the advertisement's selling and getting attention and grabbing people's, you know, attention so that way they come to you or call you or hit your website but you still got to close them down. And that goes back to this, man. Thanks for that call. I appreciate that. So look, if you go into the internet lead response, this still touches on the one mistake that I was telling you guys. Okay, because if you guys are going to advertise, if you're advertising right now, what you may make a mistake in is this, okay? You're only relying on one form of communication. Well, Grant covers all the forms of communication that you should be relying on to get this lead. So if you've got a low lead conversion, what you want to do is find out, hey man, what's Grant Cardone doing to cover people up? Man, I'm sure if you're online right now, you know, dude, Grant Cardone is everywhere, man. How does this guy actually get a hold of all of his leads? We do pretty well. Okay, then you go down to this. Hey, forget that they still need to be sold. So this is where I got to continue to get my sales game up so that way I can convert more, right? So great question, man. We got another caller calling in. I'm gonna take one more this week.
Kira in LA.
Okay, cool. Kira, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey, how's everything going this week?
Yeah, great. I got a good question for you.
Perfect. I got a great answer. What do you got?
Yeah, I just I work with business owners, consulting them on their businesses.
Okay.
And if I get the objection that they don't really want to grow, or maybe just 5%, is that I just know if that's a disqualifier altogether for my services?
No, not at all.
Really, just to justify consulting, if they don't really have decent goals, it's probably not going to want to spend on the consulting.
Yeah. So, but what other? I mean, maybe you just don't help them grow. What else can your consulting do?
Yeah, I do sometimes look for problems if they don't have goals. But if they're sort of content with everything.
Yep. What about this? Okay, good. So what about building a culture, a better culture, a stronger environment? So what if we don't grow your business, but we help you support your current clients in a better way than what you're already doing? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So what I would say is, perfect. So this is what I tell all my new salespeople, and this is what you find inside the program, right? So this is what I want you guys to go through. I gave you guys this homework last week. I want you to take a look at it again. Understanding the buyer is going to hit on all this magic of agreement, okay? If you guys go back to this every single week, your sales will go up, okay? You guys want the silver bullet? If you go back to the magic of agreement every week, your sales will go up. So back to this question here. What I would suggest is this, man. I would make them feel like, oh, wow, that's perfect. You know, I originally contacted you because I thought that you were a guy looking to grow your business, but actually 45% of my clients, okay, they don't want to grow at all. They're just like you. What they wanted my services for is to be able to help them build a better culture in their company, to be able to help them support their current clients. That way you guys could continue to stay in business with the companies that you have right now. Okay, would you give me 10 minutes just to share with you how I can help you out if you don't feel like my services are needed here? I mean, I would never call you again. Okay, would you be able to give me a couple minutes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So I just want to make him feel like, oh wow, dude, you don't want to grow your business? Dude, I hate growing people's businesses. That's awesome. Dude, I've never even helped anybody grow their business. That's so perfect. You know, that's almost what I need these people to feel like. So I don't care what their objection is. Make them feel good, right? Make them right. Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. Half my clients didn't have any interest in actually growing their business. They just wanted help providing a better support because they knew that if they could better support their clients, that they would never lose them.
Right.
Right? So that could be an example. What else? What other ways can you help somebody out?
Obviously, the other one I check is on time, if they want more time out. So either increase revenues or reduce their time in the practice. But I sometimes run into that. I'm content the way things are, and it's not really in like a brush off. It seems to be genuine enough that they really are at a comfort zone that they want to stay in.
Yeah. Well, they're good people. You know, what I would do is I would maybe just have 4 or 5 different big claims, like some go-tos. I'd stick to those. I'd stick to, hey, listen, and just remember, what you believe is what they believe. So your certainty in being able to help them with that, it will transfer to them. So that's where you guys got to make sure your pitch is down right. That way people believe you, like when when you hear somebody talk and they're like so enthusiastic about their deal, they're like, hey, listen, man, I'm going to be able to help you gain more time. So I don't know, how often do you work? Most of my clients, okay, before I started working with them, they were doing 80, 90 hours a week. Okay, with the business strategies that I have that I can help you put in place, okay, I can take you back down to 40 to 60 hours per week. That way we can help you get more time doing the things that you want and the things that you've worked so hard to deserve. Okay, can you give me a couple minutes to show you how I can do that?
Right.
Right.
Awesome.
But I need to remember that I gotta sell them on it, right? So you can help them out in different ways. And just remember, so all you guys out there who you've got a great products, but you do multiple things, like my company does so many different things that, look, for us, dude, I gotta find out, like what's his hot buttons? Like what's his interest? Is he wanting to help his new hires? Is he trying to build a better culture? Is he trying to help lead conversion? Okay. Does his people need a better closing ratio? Are they trying to get a higher closing rate per customer? Right? I don't know what it is, man. Are they a company who needs help with cold calls? Right? So I got to make sure that I'm identifying up front. This is where when you go down, and if you really want to get in touch with this person the right way to get your pitch down right, go down to the program that we started on this week, okay? It's called Internet Response. Everything that you want to know is sitting right inside this part of the program, sitting inside one of the mistakes. One of the mistakes is going to be no research on the lead. So this is actually going to go in, and Grant's going to cover the biggest mistake that you're going to find when doing this. I'm talking about any leads. I'm talking about anything is no research on the lead, because you may find out that, dude, the guy doesn't even work 60 hours, right? So how can I help him save more time? He's like, dude, I don't even work enough, man. I need more deals. I need to be able to grow, right? So that guy's different than the guy who, he works 90 hours a week, right? So maybe another pitch that I would do for you. Hey, listen, man, what I want to do is show you how to grow your business that allows you to not spend as much time in the office as you currently are, right? I can drop your hours 10 to 20 hours per week, okay? And still get the same production while continuing to grow the practice, right? So either way you want to do that. Look, the pitches that I have, guys, they're all right inside the program. I get all this from CardoneUniversity.com. This is where you'll find the magic of agreement. Every way I handle objection always starts with an agreement. It always starts with absolutely, man, I'm going to make them right about what they're saying. Because it's their position, it's their idea, I want to make them right about it. And then I'm going to do this, okay? But for those of you who can't do this yet, it's all right inside the program. Depending on where you're at in the stage, it could be on a follow-up, it could be on a cold call, it could be inside the sales presentation, could be an objection in the greeting, okay? That's one of my favorite sections inside this program. So guys, listen, every Wednesday I come to you live from the 305 right here, where we're going to be doing a live boot camp with Grant Cardone and Victor Antonio next month, July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. We're going to be doing it here in Miami. Beautiful hotel. Okay, this is nice. So if you want to come down here and you want to stay at a nice place, be one of the top 50 people who sign up for this event. The second 50, you guys are gonna have to pay your own spots, okay? So no problem, okay, no problem. So guys, come down here. The link is right here below. Click into it. We love to see you. If you guys have any questions, always call our office. We're happy to help you out. And as always, I'm coming back to you live next Wednesday right here from the Cardone Studios with the Cardone University Mastermind. Guys, thanks for showing up this week. Can't wait to see you, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Hey, Grant Cardone here, and as you might know, maybe you don't know, I got 5 companies that I started from scratch now. We're going to do about $100 million this year in sales. And I bring that to you and I tell that to you because I started with nothing. I started from scratch. These are 5 companies, all in different spaces, and they have one thing in common: the dirty, ugly word. Maybe not to you, but to a lot of people, sales. Sales is another word for revenue. It's how to grow a business. It's why businesses fail or make it. And the reason I'm talking to you about that is I am going to spend 3 days with you in July. My team and I have put together a sales intensive boot camp that I want you to show up at. My last event, there was 2,500 people in one room and another 6,000 or 7,000 people online. This is going to be very different because it's going to be a very intimate, small group of about 100 people, sales professionals, sales managers, sales trainers. If you're the VP of an organization or you manage a division, this is the perfect opportunity for you to spend some time with me at lunch. Each day I'll be in, I'll keynote this event, I'll turn it over to my people. They're going to work with you. I'm going to work with you on how to build your sales team, how to grow your sales team, how to hire the right people, how to find the right people, how to train those people, how to take average performers to the next level. You're going to get a chance to see what we do in our organization, how we've built it, how we've grown it from a company that's doing a couple $100,000 a year to $100 million a year across different divisions. So I look forward to you being at the Sales Boot Camp. Again, I'm going to be doing lunch with you both days. I'm going to keynote the event. I live literally 1 mile from a 5-star resort that we're holding it at. I'll be popping in and out the whole time because that's what I do. Okay, look forward to seeing you at the Sales Boot Camp.